Hi, welcome to my channel, Care by Susie. I am a 52-year-old youthful, fun fitness coach specializing in pole and area fitness. In this channel, I aspire to inspire, discussing topics such as fitness, wellness, dating, relationships, law of attractions, and in a nutshell, women's empowerment. This is especially so for ladies living in their golden years just like me. Every motivator has a story to tell, and so do I. And I have one, and I couldn't tell you as well as this writer Nicolette Yeoh of Labour Beat. So today I'm going to attempt to do this in a podcast. The link of the article is below, but if you have no time to read, you can just put on your headphones to listen while you are strolling in a park, jogging, or bike riding. So here's my story. Confessions of a banker turned entertainer. Can you believe that Singapore's only Susie Wong performer and leading pole dancer was once a customer service officer in a bank? We take you on a glittery journey of how she traded her office suit for cheongsams and costumes. The fitness studio at Waterloo Street looks like any other, with laminated parquet flooring, a full-length mirror, soft ambient lighting, and people doing stretches in the latest exercise garb. Except that there are 6 gleaming poles spread all across the studio, affixed from floor to ceiling, hinting at a more unique fitness form. She waits for the music to start. Then, in one swift movement, she grabs a pole with both hands and effortlessly whips her body around it. Round and round she goes, her strong arms swinging her body in elegant circular motions, legs held at a 45-degree angle to upkeep the momentum. Then she curls her legs around the pole and climbs higher and higher up the pole. Slowly, she hoists her body up above her head. Her legs grip scissors-like around the pole as she continues spinning upside down to the sensuous beat of the music. Such gravity-defying feats of acrobatics are all in a day's work for Ming Leong, one of Singapore's leading entertainers and pole dancing instructors. Her career started ordinarily enough. After graduating with a degree in Arts and Social Sciences in 1990, Ming landed a customer service job in a bank. Interestingly, the hiring manager was more keen on an artistic background than her actual work experience. As fresh grad with no working background, Ming had included her singing stints with her mother, a Cantonese opera performer, into her resume. Needless to say, it caught her future boss's eye, and the rest, as they say, is history. He discovered me, and I discovered myself, she recalled with her signature throaty laugh. Ming quickly became involved in organizing the bank's events, often dealing with event management companies and performing in the events as a singer. On many occasions, she entertained higher management, including the chairman, and soon found herself in a highly coveted inner circle. She was doing well enough at her job too, having chalked up a few promotions. However, after 4 years at the bank, Ming decided that a corporate job was not her cup of tea. Ironically, her bank job had made her realize that her real calling was being an entertainer, and she took a leap of faith to move into the exciting yet cutthroat world of entertainment. In the halcyon days of the 90s, the entertainment industry was booming. Mobile discos were all the rage, and entertainers, be it DJs, musicians, magicians, were practically gods, worshipped by their fans and put on pedestal by their audience. Those were the days like ventriloquist Victor Khoo, rocker Douglas Olivero, and Singapore's foremost rock band, Tania. But that hardly bothered Ming, who began knocking on the doors of event management companies to secure gigs. It helped that she knew many of them from her bank days and they were willing to give her a shot. To supplement her income, she also started giving singing lessons. What really gave her the break she needed was winning high-profile singing contests such as the Talent Time Style Tribute Band Competition on Rolling Good Times. It was a variety television show on Singapore music in the 1993. She also entered music contests by Pioneer, a popular electronics brand of the 90s, where although she didn't win, gave her rave reviews and recognition. For her winning performance in Rolling Good Times, Ming had to pick a song from the silver screen, and she went with Liza Minnelli's popular hit, Life is a Cabaret from the 1972 movie Cabaret. To give herself an edge, Ming hired a group of professional dancers to jazz up the performance, and they performed as a group known as Ming and Movement. That gave me a portfolio and I grew such a bond with my dancers. We came up with the name of Ming and Movement so when people hired me, it would be with my dancers, she explained. Sometime in 1995, an event company asked if she could do something related to Susie Wong, a fictional bar girl character famous for wearing cheongsams and cha-cha dancing. It was also around the same time that she was asked to audition as Susie Wong's singer at a local club named after the character. This became the turning point of her career as it launched her into becoming the Susie Wong of Singapore in 1996, a 3-in-1 entertainment powerhouse who sings, dances, and acts. When I saw pictures of the person playing her, actress Nancy Kwan from the 1960 movie The World of Susie Wong, I could resonate because I kind of look like her. I dressed up in cheongsam, did the first show, and the character just stuck with me till now. I really grew the character. Back then, Susie Wong was younger and more alien, but now she has grown to become sultry cool with a dose of comedy. At that time, I would say that Susie Wong may not work for all crowds. Maybe 6 out of 10, but now I would say it works 9 out of 10 times because I've already absorbed that character into me. So I don't need to try too hard to be entertaining, she said of her career-making journey as her alter ego. After 10 years performing as Susie Wong, Ming decided it was time to infuse something different into her act. After all, many people had already seen her performance over the years. I wanted to reinvent the performance to sell something new to the events industry, she explained. Initially, Ming incorporated belly dancing, but quickly realized that it was easily copied, with many entertainers stealing her style. She eventually gyrated towards pole dancing because it had several barriers to entry. I took pole dancing not knowing if it was for exercise or another purpose. I just wanted to try it. The moment I tried it, I knew it was going to be difficult. If I were to learn it well enough to do shows, I don't think people will be able to copy it that quickly. There were no ready-made poles at events, so I actually worked with carpenters to fabricate a pole, which wasn't cheap. It was also super heavy. It needed 4 burly guys to set up at an event. So there was a fee needed to set up each time, and there was also a lot of safety aspects to consider, she elaborated. Due to the negative connotations surrounding pole dancing, Ming met with a lot of resistance from various groups and communities at first. Naturally, the sexy outfits did not help, but as Ming explained, bare skin is the contact point between the person and the pole for ease of movement. So the more skin is exposed, the easier it is for the dancer to execute more dance moves. She is also quick to point out that pole dancing is a form of exercise because you can book a class on it in the same way as something like yoga or Pilates. In 2008, the veteran entertainer set up her own studio called Acro Pilates to teach pole dancing. She has also added area dancing to her performance repertoire and now runs 2 studios to groom a whole generation of local aerialists. My forte is to marry exercise and entertainment together. When I teach a course, it becomes a performance, she said. All that glitters is not always gold, and Ming revealed the downsides that come with the job. For starters, thanks or no thanks to her entertainer status, people often discredit her intelligence. People think this job is a no-brainer. You're just singing. You're just entertaining. But this is a career. It takes a bit of effort. Typically, when I'm asked to meet the clients, you can see them crossing their arms when I walk in, like, show me what you've got, or you better prove yourself. But once I open my mouth to speak and show them that I'm actually not a brainless bimbo, then I slowly earn their respect. They will never imagine a graduate doing something like that. It takes a lot of hard work and intelligence to put on a good show, Ming explained. People's general impression of her got worse when she took on pole dancing. I became not only an entertainer but a pole dancer. It was double whammy. I had foreign men write to me with very lewd suggestions, shared Ming, who has also performed overseas in countries like Dubai and the United States. As someone who has to go to great lengths to keep the crowd happy, dangerous situations are de rigueur. Once, Ming was performing at an incentive event where Indian multi-hyphenate Amitabh Bachchan was the star. Things started out well but took on a terrifying twist. The guests were dancing with me and suddenly someone lifted me up with my short skirt all riding up. I had safety shorts on, but still it was unsightly and I didn't know what was happening. Then he just let go and I dropped. I was wearing heels and in that moment I felt the electric current passing through me. I just stood there singing my song for 30 seconds, trying to recover from the shock, she recounted. But like most forms of exercise, the tendency to sustain sports injuries are to be expected. I once fell off a pole and had to pretend nothing had happened. It was painful and shocking, but the show must go on. It was 3 weeks after my knee surgery and I had to incorporate a Diamante walking stick into my act because I was limping so badly, but still had to appear glamorous, recalled Ming. So, what is Ming's take on entertaining in the age of COVID-19? It is no secret that the events industry is one of the biggest victims of the health pandemic. Overnight, physical events such as corporate dinners and team-building activities to mass sporting events and national-scale celebrations were cancelled. Entertainers like Ming suddenly found themselves without physical gigs to earn a living. But like always, she has been able to survive. This time by conducting more pole dancing classes both online and offline, and encouraging her instructors to keep on training because she believes that the industry will bounce back pretty strongly. She has also ventured into virtual events where she does pre-recorded performances in a studio, as well as stepped up to produce masks for entertainers, which are currently being sold on e-commerce platforms like Lazada. All my life, I've always been pivoting, so it wasn't too hard to think out of the box. But of course, it is a bit scary, she said frankly. At 52, after 25 years of being in the line, Ming still has that youthful exuberance and enthusiasm as when she first started, with no plans of slowing down despite the uncertainty of the events industry. When the crowd is enjoying and smiling, then you know your value. One of the greatest satisfaction in my life is, for the 20-30 minutes that I am performing, I have injected happiness into people. My role is to really create that impact and presence. And if I even remotely achieve it, I think I have chosen the right career, she surmised.